Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan reporting to you today, you guys. I have so much I want to say. I'm going to try to be very, very, very careful in the way that I say this and how I deliver it. Because I do know that these platforms do not, well, some of us anyway, they do not want us to tell the truth about what's really going on out here. And we know that the powers that be and their allies are sticking together right now because it's a power thing and it's an agenda thing, it's a money thing, and they all in cahoots with it. So I have to be the wiser. But I hope you guys will read between the lines of what I'm saying. Today I'm talking about this nasty, ugly, evil, unconstitutional agenda that has been brought in and mandated by this current administration. And if we sit up here and continue to ignore it, continue to avoid it, not only are we in trouble, but our children and their children and their children are going to be in trouble. For those of you who are not suffering right now during these times, I'm really happy for you. And if you are not in the knowing of what majority of people, not only in our country, but in other countries are going through, you are blinded. Because it's everywhere, right in front of us. With the increases on food, the decreases of pricing on every single thing, from the food to the housing to lumber to just ordinary everyday supplies that we use, such as soap, to our bills. All my bills have gone up. And on top of that, I've lost major income because of the mandates and the agendas. So not only we're dealing with the increase of housing and the increases of food prices and all that, but a lot of us are dealing with having to walk off our jobs because we don't want this thing that they're trying to give us. Now, I was looking at this article, the New York Post, that's talking about the staffing shortages in the nursing homes because of the mandates. And before I get into this article, I told you guys last week when I went to my doctor's appointment and the nurse was bragging and talking crazy about the people, the 75,000 healthcare workers in the hospital who were fired because they didn't want that. They know that they have bills to pay. They should just get it like it's no big deal. Just get it as if your health, as if you're not going to be affected by it with your health, as if you just know when you get it, you're going to be all right. As if you know when you get it, you won't succumb to any adverse effects that it may bring to you in your body. Oh, just get it. That was very ignorant for her to say something like that. I didn't say anything. I've learned not to argue with fools. I learned not to debate or say anything with fools. I let them run their mouths. So how dare you sit up here and say something like that when these people are wiser than you? They know better than to do something like that to themselves and be a guinea pig and play Russian roulette with their lives, not knowing how it's going to affect them. But as I was saying, so they're saying that if you don't have this thing, that you're deprived. Here in New York City, you're deprived of going in a restaurant. You're basically almost deprived of everything. You're deprived of working. To now, the evil mayor saying that now, okay, we're going to extend the mandates to now we're going to include the firefighters, the police officers. Yo, this is horrific. I don't think a lot of y'all are realizing how horrible this is. They are taking away the workers, the people that we really depend on and we need out here. Doctors, nurses, police officers, fire department staff, nursing home staff. This is unconstitutional. It is wrong. And we sitting here, we letting this go on. We should all be protesting, writing letters to our our local officials doing something to stop this evil agenda. I know it's an agenda. My spirit never tells me wrong. This is the most evil agenda ever in the history of this country. Ever. And it is wrong. It's terrible. It's horrifying. So you mean to tell me that herd immunity is not going to work? Why do everybody have to go get this thing that y'all want them to go get? And when a lot of us have already caught the virus, myself included. So we've already formed the antibodies to fight it off. That's how I know it's an evil agenda. A lot of people like my aunt just stay in the house, work from home. It's other ways of preventing getting this thing or spreading this thing other than this thing they want you to get. I had a video the other day. I took it down, afraid that they were going to shut down my platform, but it was talking about one of a major production here in New York City, how they was opening the doors back. They're starting to open back Broadway. They opened up Carnegie Hall last night, which is really great because a lot of these people have been deprived of work for almost 2 years, right? So anyway, they opened up this production, and the day before they was going to open up the doors, they had to shut it down because there were so many virus cases. And you know what? Not only the staff and the production and the people who buying tickets, everybody have to have that already. Everybody have to show the card that they had it. So how are they shutting it down if everybody have gotten it? So that further lets everybody know, anybody with a wise mind, that what they're doing is not working. They're saying this here is going to prevent, you get this, is going to prevent this, is going to prevent that. So if that's the case, why are these productions still shutting down here in New York City, and you can't even be a part of these productions, be in the staff of these productions, or even come into these productions without this, but they're shutting down? It's not right, y'all. It lets me know that there's something more to this. Why is it that y'all want everybody to have this? Or if not, you're taking their jobs from them. You're taking just basic civil liberties from them. It's evil. Let me go ahead. And I'm sorry, y'all, for getting emotional, but I do have a therapist I talk to. And I talked to her yesterday. I talked to her once a week for my mental sanity. But I this is a platform I started so I can be able to talk about these kinds of things. And I know a lot of you feel the way. So please excuse me if I'm getting too emotional. This says, another nursing home industry source reached out on September 29th to the hotline, who was told they do not have any staff. They are aware that it was mentioned in the news regarding the mandate staffing issues, wrote the source, according to internal communications obtained by the Post. But Hochul dug in during a Tuesday press conference when probed about the state's refusal to release data pertaining to worker shortages in nursing homes or hospitals, which are required to be reported to the DOH in daily surveys. The mandate requires all healthcare workers in the healthcare facilities to be from the virus, unless they have an approved medical exemption, or else employers can fire them. Callers receive an intake number and assigned a case, which is then reviewed by the state, and severity of need is assessed, according to a source familiar with the hotline. The stark reality contradicts Governor Kathy Hochul's public statements since the mandate took effect September 27th, as well as an executive order she signed declaring there's a reserve of healthcare employees ready to backfill positions following resignations and terminations. And these people they talking about that's ready to fill these positions are the people they let come from other countries. I don't have anything against people from other countries, but what I do have something against is these politicians taken from Americans who not only put their time and hard work and money into this system, and our ancestors have too, to let people who have put nothing into this system come and just take our jobs because we don't have anything to do with your mandates. This ugly administration that a lot of y'all voted in there. And some of us didn't even vote them in there. I think they just boss outlawed and took it. Now they done came in. Now it's like a socialist type of situation. We gonna tell y'all what to do, and y'all gonna have to do it. That's so anti-American. So she goes on to say, the mandate requires all healthcare workers and healthcare facilities to be from the virus unless they have an approved blah, blah, blah. So it says nursing homes desperately seeking relief from staffing shortages tied to the New York's new mandates are being told we do not have any staff to offer you or any other nursing homes upon calling the hotline specifically set up to help plug vacancies. Despite what the media says, currently we do not have any staff to offer you or any other nursing homes. I would log you in our system, a State Department of Health staff manning the agency surge and flex operations center hotline told. It goes on and on. Y'all got the picture. Let me tell you something. We in trouble. We in for the fight of our lives. I'm not trying to push fear and anxiety and all that. But now it's the time. It's really past time to get prepared. Y'all, it's going to be like the worst in the Hunger Games out here. They turning good people into bad people. Because these good people who did everything honestly, their jobs are being taken from them. These good people who are frontline workers put their lives at risk to still come and clock into work every day so we can be able to have groceries, so we can be able to still have medical care, so we can still be protected, and so we can still, as far as the firefighters are concerned, if God forbid our houses get on fire, they come in, they run to the fire. And this is how they treat these people. These people are going to turn into bad people. And they're going to do what they have to do to survive. And then we already have bad people out here doing whatever to survive. The crime is off the roof. People are so desperate now, they're robbing people in the grocery store's parking lot. If you haven't heard. Taking their groceries and their goods. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse by the minute, by the second, by the hour, by the day. And this administration just got in office. If we already going through this, the first 7, 8, 9 months, can y'all imagine what the next 3 years gonna be like? This is horrifying. Y'all prep like your life depends on it, because your life does. Your life depends on it. Our children's lives depend on it. And you need to be teaching your children about prepping. And if you can, try to get you some land. Try and get you some land. Even if you cannot live off that land, it's a wise investment. You can always flip it and get more money off of it. You can grow vegetables on it. And you can sell the vegetables to the communities. We are going to need people to start farming, underground farming, because we can't really depend on this food in the grocery stores. In a minute, it's going to be so high or it's going to be so scarce because there's food shortages anyway. You can put a little bit down. I'm not saying that buying land is the only solution, but I'm just saying that's one thing that you can do. If you can. If you can. Prep as much as you can. Store as much as you can. Put it all in different places. Save your money. Try to make more money if you can. They have an abundance of jobs online. Y'all, I found me some part-time work online. Start losing all this money out here in the city because you need this, you need that. I went online and started finding work. Try to find and do things to bring in more income for you and your families. Either invest it wisely, and save a lot of it. We're in for the fight of our lives, y'all. Stay prepping. Stay vigilant. Stay aware. Try to eat healthy as you possibly can. I know that the price of food, especially healthy foods, it's just so expensive. It's just so expensive. And but even if you can cut down to 1 meal a day, that helps your health tremendously. This is how I like to eat every single day. I got some green onions. In Texas, this here stuff grows in the front yard. I try to eat that every day. Beans and rice is still affordable. In New York, this here bag of beans was $1.99. Hold on, this here. In Texas, it's like 59 cents for this little Navy bag of beans. Beans and rice is still affordable. Stack up on you some beans and rice. Start growing you some fruits and vegetables right in your house. Blueberries, very good and healthy. Very good and healthy for you. I eat watermelon. I try to eat watermelon every single day. Very good and healthy for you. An apple a day definitely keeps the doctor away. Take care of your body. Take care of your health. Take care of your teeth. Get you some vitamin D pills. Get you some vitamin D's. Some iron. Talk to your doctors. I even take turmeric. We're in for the fight of our lives, you guys. And in the healthcare system, there's shortages on doctors. There's shortages on nurses. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I hope I scare you enough for you to listen to me and take this advice. Take you some walks every single day. Take you a jog every single day or every other day. Do your meditation. Do your positive affirmations. We have to survive these times. Most of all, please teach your children how to prep. They are our future. They're young. They have a lot of energy in their bodies. They're very healthy. And what we teach them is going to also help us and help our communities keep surviving. ZanHero.com.